To master Kung Fu? That is the question that Sifu asked. And you are the only one with the answer. And today I will share all of the combat answers for you guys. Note that this will be a lot of advanced tips and tricks, but we're going to start off with some beginner elements. We also have other guides for unlocking moves and much more, so stay tuned with us. All right, to start off, first and foremost, what you have to know is, yes, there are a lot of combinations and you can do many great things as far as attacking, but this game, and much like fighting, is a lot more than just how many combinations you can put together. There's gonna be some really tough enemies, and you're gonna have to defend yourself. And actually, defending yourself is the best way to create offense as well. We are going to showcase a couple of moves and different elements for you guys to get deeper. Here we go. First and foremost, the block button, aka your guard. This right here is going to keep you structured, and there is a system in the game for the structures. You're going to allow an enemy to attack. You're going to see a meter on the bottom. That meter is your guard, and if it gets broken, that structure will leave you vulnerable, and then you won't be able to defend yourself anymore. And that's going to cost you, because from there you can get hit without any type of defense. But all that out of the way, we're going to explain that yes, blocking will save you more than not. And you're wanting to always utilize that as a key component for your fighting. Now, the reason I bring this up is because the more advanced tip and the trick that's very difficult to master for some, but for you guys watching this video, you'll be a-okay. So as I hold the block button, you can see here I'm currently blocking, and all I have to do next is use my move button while I'm blocking and be able to evade hits. If I press up, he jumps up and avoids a low kick. If I press down, he will duck down and try to evade any headshots. Left or right, I'm able to try and avoid any type of strikes in that area. Now, these work in different facets. You want to always jump up for low kicks, because those are the deadliest, with some bosses utilizing it a lot to take you down and drop you to the floor. That's the last thing you want. But everything else is pretty fluid. When you press down, left, and right, you're going to avoid a lot of strikes, and it's very critical for you to know how to do this. That way you can counter an enemy as they strike, and if you counter them, they're going to get stunned, and it's really helpful. Slows down the fight and gives you a chance to be able to take somebody out. This is the #1 tip, and I couldn't tell you any more other than practice this and time it perfectly as far as they strike, and then you're going to be able to really showcase you have what it takes to be a true Sifu, aka a master. That's what that means. So always hold the block button, but use the move button, which is the left stick on controllers, to dodge. And you can from there start countering, putting in your combinations, whatever you feel is necessary. Fighting is all about adapting to your situation, and we'll get more into that a little later. There's a lot of advanced tips that I want to share, but these are the two key pillars on how to beat this game, because the evading attacks, when you're fighting a boss who can break your shield with one hit, he's gonna break your guard and your structure is gonna be completely out of whack. So you have to evade. Once again, Watch carefully as my character evades the hits and creates a combination. This is critical and to allow you to actually counter stronger enemies and more advanced bosses throughout the game. Now, with that out of the way, one of the easier things to do early on and in general is dodge. Dodging gives you a chance to reset the fight. In this game, and this is a simple tip, but it's possibly the most advanced when it comes to you executing it, you're going to be able to showcase that you really are a skilled fighter. And very simple. All right, he's getting super aggressive. I'm surrounded by enemies. I need to evade and reset the fight. And when I have room, I can go ahead and block or parry or avoid his hits with some bobbing and weaving. As you can see here, that is critical. But first and foremost, again, being able to dodge back left or right to get away from a situation is gonna allow you to reset so that you can get in on the action with some combinations as you go. That is the key components right there. These three pillars are going to change the game for you. Blocking with L1, and then adding the move stick, left stick, to be able to bob and weave to avoid any hits. And then a very key one, when things get out of hand and you're surrounded by 4 or 5 enemies, just dodge away, find somewhere where you can isolate a fighter and get back into a safe place where you can get some work done. All right? This is all about beating the enemy without having to take any damage or deal with too many enemies where it's overwhelming. Right? That is the key components just to start off. And that is literally your pillar. I hope you guys enjoy that. We will have a lot more guides breaking down things like combinations and so much more. And just to talk about combinations, right here in the options, you can see all of your combinations thoroughly and break down which ones you feel is best, that work well for you. For example, I love the spin kick to hit multiple enemies. There's tons of stuff. This is not a video about the best moves. It's more about knowing how to be efficient in combat. All right. I hope that was very helpful for you guys. Let's get into it and try to beat this game. I'm sure some people are having a very difficult time trying to complete the game as it has a high skill gap. I wouldn't say it's difficult. I said the skill gap. And these 3 elements are going to make you a better player. Block with, and then avoid, and lastly, dodge. All 3 of these will make you an advanced player if you utilize them properly. All right, thank you for watching. This is Mad Gamer, signing out.